Are you ready for how I'm going to actually segue to the topic
Yeah, you should segue.
of today?
Let's
Because
do it.
it's gonna be tough to segue, but I'm going to do it. Are you ready
Yeah,
for this?
tough times. We're a week away, and then we'll start getting more
So
focused.
here's how we're going to segue.
Yeah.
Regardless of who wins, and regardless of how long it takes to get somebody sworn in, even worst case scenario,
Yep.
2025 is right around the corner.
2025 is around the corner. That's true.
And regardless of who wins, there will be a lowering of the volume. There will be a renewed sense of optimism for a lot of people. And for a lot of people who will be unhappy about whoever won, they will say, well, I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with. It's time to get back to work.
Right on.
We got 4 more years.
Yep.
So if you're like me, and that's where your head is focused right now, we got to get a jump on 2025.
Agreed.
And the purpose of this episode today was to educate you, enlighten you on some tools that could give you a severely unfair advantage against your competitors going into 2025 so that you can ensure the highest level of competitiveness and profitability. How'd you like that segue?
I love it. Let's do it. Take it away. I know these spy tools that you're going to share are in your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And I'm anxious to probably learn about a couple of them, and then I'll press you on a few of them.
So today we're going to talk about 4 different tools we're using consistently inside of our agency right now. And for those who don't know, I own a digital marketing agency, and our goal, there's 2 types of agencies in the world. There's branding agencies and there's direct response agencies. Branding agencies are who like the Coca-Cola's hire, right? We want you to do a big commercial. It needs to be emotion. It needs to get people talking about it. You know, they're so big at this point, they don't do direct response. They do big brand campaigns.
They just keep you front of mind.
Exactly. And try to just create emotion, right? Direct response is, I'm a service provider or I have a product and I have a $10,000 a month budget that I want to put towards ads. And I need to mathematically see from a data-driven approach that I put in 10 and I got out 20 or 30 or 100 or whatever your goal KPI is. That's the world that I live in, which is very stressful. It's very cutthroat. It's very high stakes. You know, some of our clients are spending as much as $100,000 a day. You know, when you're spending that much money, you need to make sure that you are leveraging every possible thing that you can to be ahead of your competition. So first thing we're going to start with today, Andrew, is, and you won't be surprised by this, is something we've used extensively since it was put out about 10 years ago. And that is the Meta ad library. And it kind of even ties into what we're talking about today. The Meta ad library was effectively, I would say, forced by the government to have Meta release it. I want to say about 10 years ago now, because
it was a compliance thing, wasn't it?
It was actually a compliance and transparency push by the government because they were unaware of how much false information was being put into the marketplace, specifically around elections. And they wanted to be able to see what was actually happening. So when Meta rolled it out, they said, hey, this is a great tool for all of our advertisers. You know, we want to be transparent with what's on our platform. But I don't know the exact details. I'm pretty sure it was a conversation forced by the government on Meta. We want to see complete transparency into all the ads that are being run.
Which is fascinating if that's the case, because who decides what's false and what isn't? Different conversation for a different day.
I don't think it's a bad thing. And the reason why it also supports my belief there is that when you actually go to Meta Ad Library, if you Google it right now, it will give you 3 choices. What country do you want to see the ads being run in? Number 2, do you want to see all ads or do you just want to see election ads? Now, what's funny about that is it's always been those 2 options. So when I first saw it, I thought...
Even just now leading up to a 4-year cycle or all 4 years?
This has always been an option.
It asks about election or politics.
It says, do you want to see all ads or just election ads?
Interesting.
And it's always been that way since it was released, which reinforces my belief that it was forced upon Meta to show what election ads were being run on their platform.
Got it.
So I never
Interesting.
use the election ads because I have zero interest in the election ads.
So people can opt to see more election ads if they want to. Is that what you're saying?
Well, what you have to understand, what this tool does is
Mm-hmm.
that if you put in your country and then you choose what type of ads you want to see, and then you insert the page name of any page on Meta or on Facebook or Instagram, it will show you the exact ads that they are running today, what they are running today and what they ran historically.
Which is really great to see if people know about this. This is almost like a cheat or a hack, if you will, right?
Absolutely.
So I can go to my number one competitor, which is
Correct.
I think where you're going, and go, what are they running for ads today?
What are they running for ads today?
And because of the Facebook ads platform, like terms and conditions says, if you're going to run an ad, we're able to put it in the library for anybody to see it.
Correct. So I could go to a competing, just choose any industry, insurance company.
Yeah, let's say it's restaurant advertising even, right?
Sure.
So you're two Italian restaurants in town, and one of them
Mhm.
is getting more people and they're big advertisers, and you're like, well, what are they doing? What are they saying? What kind of ads are they running? You could see their
Right.
whole Facebook ads library, right?
Absolutely. And you can see all of their videos, you can see all of their images, you can see all of their copy,
Yep.
and you can actually click through to wherever they are sending people to from the ad, which is another huge benefit because you can see, are they sending them to a page with a coupon? Are they sending them directly to their main website? Are they sending them directly to a booking page? What is it that they have tested that is clearly working to their benefit? Because now you can turn around and you can say, well, they always seem busy. What is it? What is their messaging? What are their visuals? Where are they sending to people on their site? What are they doing that I'm not? And you can start to read between the lines. And here's the trick with Meta Ad Library. The longer the ad has been running, because it has the date it was launched on it,
Oh, wow.
the longer it's been running, the more profitable it must be.
Obviously, or you wouldn't run it.
Or you wouldn't continue running it. So you'll see ads that come up and they were launched 3 days ago and then they're gone, and then 2 days ago, last week, last month. But if you see one that's been running for a year,
That's a trigger, man, right there.
boom,
Boom.
that thing's a gold mine.
And
you can look at
so are you saying you take it now,
Mhm.
and obviously you can't plagiarize it, so you'd adapt perhaps that ad structure to your
Absolutely.
offer, right?
Absolutely.
So we're going to link to that one down below. Number one for sure is the Facebook Ads Library.
It's actually been renamed now to Meta Ad Library, but
Meta
if you
Ad
punch
Library,
in
okay.
Facebook Ad Library, it'll still come up. But it's now considered the Meta Ad Library.
So